Alright, much awaited valve clearance shim replacements. So if you're unsure about something, check out the other two I made up. Starting off doing an oil change. So I got my alternator cover off. So I'm got a 10mm bolt to turn over the motor. Put this, starting off, gonna put it in drop dead center. You look. Keep going. Okay, we're good. Now, some time has passed, so I'm gonna run the checks again real quick. The I1 last time was at 15. It loosened on me. So it's loosened in 3 months. Not much. So 30 there. 29, barely. That's tight. Okay. I'll call it a tight 29. Let's get the other side, so we're gonna have to get the lobes up. As I said before in the other ones, if you want more detail, then just check out the other videos on this. There's more work in one. We got 22 here. It's too tight. Yeah, let's say 22 on that one. So 22 on I4. Tight 23. You can call it 23 on I3. We get E3 and E4. Is really, really tight. We're going to 31. Pretty snug. No, you get 31 in that. So 30 on E4. 32. Call it 32 on E3. Now we gotta get back into center, because now we gotta take oil feed pipe off, get it in the center, lock in the cams, and get them off. So here we go. We're in center. Get that out so we don't have any mishaps. Now, before we go any farther, I like to get racing around. You got spark plug hole going into inside your casing wells. I'm gonna block that up, because now we don't need to turn it. Of course, with compression, if you block it up for it, it's gonna try to blow it up on you. So now we got it in center. Cover this up, and then there's a breather here going to the bottom crank. I'm going to cover this up just in the event we get a piece drop. Now we still got an opening on our cam chain, so just be diligent and careful. Big habit is wearing some when you go take these buckets out, it gets real slippery, and then changing Torx heads to bolt heads, stuff like that, do it away from the motor. A lot of times you get in a habit like to change and everything right where you're working. When you're doing this and you got the bottom end of your motor exposed like this, pull back, pull your hands away, change, then come back to the motor. Okay, so we're gonna have to start getting our oil feed pipe off. These are the washers that will have to get replaced. And there's a rubber gasket here that's gonna have to get replaced. Again, I'm pulling the loose nut away from me as I'm working, or away from the motor, I should say. Now I have nothing loose as I pull. And then there should be a pop here. There. Because you have this wash rubber gasket that's going to get replaced. Okay. These are a T30. I don't know off the top of my head, so I'm not going to say it and edit it later, but it's a low torque setting. But because, watch the video again, but because of the lobes and your pressure, it goes 1 to 2 to 3. Now another thing, even though this is a low torque setting, these get seated on because of the nature of how the motor works. I hear a lot of stories, people trying to strip this because torques are kind of sensitive for that, I guess. But I always use a breaker bar when I go to break these, and I never strip them. You just need something with leverage, so keep that in mind rather than just using the standard ratchet handle style. Get some leverage on it and you won't strip these. So like you can hear the tension that's on that. There we go. And then just get a hand on that. These will strip on you. Here to 2. Go. And a 3. Go ahead and make a couple changes. Do the changes away from the motor. There we go. You pretty much need a breaker bar for these. I'd rather go breaker bar than an impact driver and bang on something up here. There, okay, we got them broken now. Now, you can just get a regular T handle in action. But there's the spanner that if you lose the backlash, you can tighten it down. And basically, this is the crux of it. Looks like a little Allen, but it's 4mm to, or 6mm to 4 to lock these in. Double check in, nothing slipped. I'm dead center. Let me just put that through. Make sure it goes all the way through. Okay, that cam is locked in. Now I'm just gonna go in order. 1, 2, 3. And loosen everything up until all the tension is out. Once again, these caps are specifically cut to their positions. Don't mix them up. Each piece, 2 bolts, cap holder, 2 ferrules underneath these. That's what's going to be coming out. Sure the ferrules come. One did. The other one's loose. Got it out. If you look at the manual, you got cam. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Inlet 1 on this side, but the holder, this is the last one. So it's cam 6. This is number 4 I'm taking off. Got all 5 pieces for cam number 4. There we go. No loose pieces. Okay, now all the holders are off. The cam is locked in, bike's in center, ready to lift it out. These right here, your shims and your bucket. So you're gonna grab, you're gonna take the whole bucket out. So where we're taking the cam holders out, now we're back to our inlet and exhaust numbers. So I1, I2, I3, I4. A lot of numbers. That's why I have the organizer and all that stuff. It's really easy to start getting things mixed up. To get a towel, cloth, or something to get your hand around this. Once again, just make sure you got a good grip on these. So you come in and they're not hard to pull out. It's not the tension. It's just how slimy everything is because of the oil. the slips. Go one at a time, one out. Good. I1 out, going into the I1 drawer. Okay, I'll take the rest of these out and then be back showing you the equation and how to run the numbers.